Hello, dear friends of Conradus Ars Humana. Today I'd like to talk to you or tell you a few words about one of my paintings which I have on special offer till the end of April. So stay with me to see my picture. This is the third picture which I have painted in my career. It's called The Hand of God Dropping the Sun into the Sea. It is based on a picture which was taken by my wife when we were at the Baltic Sea, and I have decided to make an interpretation of this photograph. And of course it's quite a loose interpretation, but I seem to have enjoyed it really much. I started with several strokes, and as far as I remember, I didn't make any sketch for it. I just painted its stains. So I worked it one by one, stain by stain, until it got the annotated shape. So I remember having painted it during my school breaks between classes and after my classes, but I remember I didn't have time, I didn't have the opportunity to paint it at home, so I had all my equipment at school, and then just waiting for my students, waiting for parents in parents meetings, I painted this picture. You can see it is a loose interpretation, but on the other hand it has some significance to me, which makes it some kind of unique in the interpretation I have provided it. So I believe there is it presents a set of clouds, yes, and the sun and let's say the sea. And I remember the hand of God which appealed to me. As a matter of fact, is the reflection of the sun rays on one of the clouds, but it seems to me to title it like this for the reason that it looks more or less like a hand, and the shape is just above the sun, hiding behind the horizon. So I believe it is quite an interesting picture, and I think well, of course it could have been painted some other way, it could have been better, it could have been worse, but I don't think it is the idea. I believe the picture presents the fact that every humanist can attempt to interpret something in painting. I believe I've said many times that music, singing, is not restricted to a narrow group of people, because it's a natural ability of every person. The same refers to painting, to art. I believe everybody should be entitled, should be allowed to interpret various aspects of life, various experiences in the way they just feel, they just should like to do it. Many times students tell me, well, I am not going to paint something because I can't paint. No, it's not like that you can't paint. It's like that you are afraid of painting. You're afraid of being laughed at. You're afraid of making a mistake. Whereas there is no such a thing as a mistake. Of course, there is something like mastery or perfection, but we are not talking about it. We are talking about real life experience. And this picture of mine, hand of God dropping the sun into the sea is just an interpretation of one photograph, is a humanist interpretation of some reality. And it is one of the pictures I am offering at half price till the end of April. Should anyone be interested in that picture, should anyone like to buy it, I would be willing to sell it half price. For details, please contact me, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm posting many videos concerning linguistics, education, and so on and so forth, and I do believe it might be of some interest to many students. Of course, I am doing this in a way for pleasure, but should you like to support me in this action, that for instance some students might find something interesting for them, free of charge of course, you could also support me financially by clicking the PayPal me button, which is in my background graphics. Of course, coming back to the picture, should anyone like to have it, should anyone be interested in it, please contact me and we shall set the details. Meanwhile, thanks for watching, have fun, bye bye.